Now, second Modred was another guy who rebelled against Arthur. And he's a son of Llew, the lion, son of Kinvach Oya, who chased his brothers of Kinvach Oya. You know, Aaron, Sir Agravain, Llew, Sir Leoline, Urien, Sir Uriens, son of Urien, Owen, Sir Owen. All the Arthurian characters are real. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
They're real people, and you can trace them and get them into the right time slots and by a study of genealogy. And that, again, you need a little bit of technique to get all these lists of genealogies and to match them up with the odd marriage and work them out. And we spent months and years doing this, getting the pattern of who's who.
Something, an area of research that's become increasingly popular over the last decade has been, you know, discovering star maps, sort of laid out in the pyramids in Egypt and there are in the temples in Cambodia and things like that. But you've actually found those right on our doorstep in Wales. Perhaps you could tell us a little more about that.
My colleague noted there were these many great huge mounds, generally on hilltops, or open places, open spaces. And he said, "What's that one, Blydian?" And I said, "It means the ferocious warrior." And immediately we knew that the Hebrews and the Egyptians and others, not the Greeks and Romans, the more ancient people, knew the star Hercules as the ferocious warrior.
Right.
And over on the other side towards Newport, we knew there was Tumbalum, the he-goat, and that, obviously we clicked on, that's Capricorn.
Yeah.
Up on the Garth Mountain, just outside Cardiff, there's 3 in a row, 2 big ones and a little one. We said, "Hey, Belt of Orion, what are we doing?" And we found then mounds down below. One is in the woods of Morganstown, the other's in a council estate, the other side of the hill, near Pontypridd. And we had the 4 big outlying stars of Orion. You got 4 outlying and 3 middle. And the next one over then, it was right on target, if you were following a map, in Rubina in Cardiff, for Taurus. And the other side of Cardiff, there's a mound on a hill above Lisvane, and that's rightly positioned for Aries, the ram, you see. And we suddenly realised that these mounds were laid out for a star map. And we began to study. First objective was to try and get 2 or 3 and triangulate and find the pole star. And it is a standing stone. We found the standing stone, the pole star. Well, it's a lot more detailed than we can't go into it here now. But it links in with the Mabinogi tales that we realised were solar stories. All the Mabinogi tales are stories of origin and solar stories. The hero Peredur riding around the kingdoms is Jupiter, steel shirt, going through the various constellations. Geraint the needed, Geraint is strength, he's Mars. And there's one, it translates from Welsh to English as flowing metal, the little king. Well, flowing metal is Mercury.
Yeah.
And he's in conjunction, travels with Geraint on occasion. Well, they're in conjunction, you know?
Yeah.
And we realised we're looking at solar stories and so on. In Egypt, we looked at the 14 monuments and stones surrounding Akhenaten's new city, where he built his city, El Amarna.
Yeah.
And they are in exactly the form, with the 3 temples, of the 14 stars of Draco, the dragon. So we've gone a lot further than Gilbert and these others in Egypt. And well, we're way ahead of them. I think so, right? Because we were after the graves of Khufu and Cheops, the big kings, to see where they're buried. They're not buried in pyramids, is our theory. So we applied this to Wales. So you've got a star map in Pembrokeshire. You get the 3 in a row for Cephas, the sceptre of Cephas, the W of Cassiopeia. The Cygnus of Swan is a cross, actually, like that, you know. And we've got them in the right position. So you've got 7 for Perseus, the robber, and there's a big star map in Pembrokeshire.
So people can actually get on the train or drive up to Pembrokeshire and actually see these hills.
Yeah, well,
themselves.
we draw them on a map. We map them on the map. You take the map with you, and then there's a big one that goes south of Fishguard, and you know, all over the place. But the biggest one is the Morgan Gwent. It's about 45 miles, 40 miles wide, and about 30 miles deep. And Argo, the great ship, you know, they draw pictorial maps of the heavens, you know, there's heroes and that. Well, the great ship Argo, where that should be, spot on, is a huge boat, 170 yards long and about 90 wide at the fattest point, 70 wide, of a ditch and a mound of a boat. It's right spot on the target. Sirius in a Denver zodiac is shown as a cow in a boat with a big star in between its horns. And there's a little place called up at the top of the cow and the bottom of the cow. And it's a teeny valley with a cliff that's in some position. I don't think the sun can ever get in there, you know, the way it lies. And we found about 8 or 9 feet up there's a ledge, and you can get up and stand it. And there are carvings then in the overhang. One is like a curved doorway. And there's the goddess Nut with her legs and arms outstretched and other figures there. So that's Sirius. You know, you can find where these things are. And
That's
I
incredible.
doubt if 5 people know where that is. But, you know.
Well, that's incredible. Now, your work, your efforts to put the information out there, you've come up against some quite incredible opposition.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, I do feel that it's really important that people do try to get access to your information. So maybe just to wrap up, you could tell us where to find your books. I also understand that you're on the internet as well. Yeah, so maybe you could just tell people where to get that.
Well, we have a King Arthur research site
Right.
on the internet. But if you've got to get to me is the easiest thing. You can get at me, Alan Wilson in small letters, 9, the numeral 9, at sky.com. I don't mind. Alan Wilson 9
Yeah.
at sky.com.
Sky.com.
Yeah, well,
Okay. And
Yeah.
you're on, if you search for yourself on YouTube, and I Disclose TV.
Disclose.tv, small letters TV.
Yep.
And then YouTube, we've got we're under Lucy Lastic. It's an Australian doing it for us.
You've arranged.
Capital L U C Y,
Yeah.
capital A L A S T I K 60.
Lucy
Lucy
Lastic.
Lastic.
60.
He's a bit of a comedian. And on there, you'll find anything up to 100 10-minute slots of ours.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
So, yeah, we've checked, double-checked, treble-checked, quadruple-checked, and the thing keeps working out.
People just need to go and see for themselves.
Yeah. We've used advanced metal detecting and ground penetration radar, and the sites are there. It's bigger than the NASCAR mounds, you know. It's a wonderful thing. The mounds are only one part of it, but it's a wonderful thing. We've not done well with politicians and others. I think academic reputations are at stake. We have asked them to join us and go with us, which would save their reputation.
And where's the best place for people to get a hold of your books?
Oh, I think I'll sell them. Get hold of me.
Are they available on Amazon?
Yes, they're available on Amazon. Some of them, 4 or 5 of them are, but
Right.
not all 9. Amazon, you can get them, yeah.
Okay, cool. And your DVDs as well. You've got several DVDs.
We got 8 or 9 DVDs.
as
We
well.
sell them.
So basically, the best way for people to get hold of this material is to contact you.
Contact me is the best.
Fantastic.
That's about it.
Okay, sure. Well, thank you very much for your time. It's great to have you here. Looking forward to your talk.
Thank you.
Alan Wilson.